The following is a presentation of SC State Athletics.
Welcome to Inside South Carolina State Athletics. I'm your host, Ernest Robinson. The show is exactly what it says it is as we go inside South Carolina State Athletics. We'll take a look at men's and women's basketball, volleyball, tennis. We'll look at track and field, and we'll talk softball as well with the Bulldog coaches as well as the players. Tonight, we'll check out the South Carolina State Lady Bulldog basketball team as Coach Tim Eatman, in his second year as head coach, searches for their first win against Queens College at the Smith-Hammond Middleton Memorial Center on the campus of SC State. All right, joining us now is South Carolina State point guard Morgan Beecham. And Morgan, you were telling me this is your first year at South Carolina State. Talk about your journey first off to get to Orangeburg.
Well, I finished my undergrad at Bethune-Cookman University last year, and that was awesome. I had a couple different coaches while I was there, so I got to learn a lot. I had a few different teams as well. So it's really been a journey, but it's been awesome, and I've definitely been learning a lot this whole entire time.
All right, talking with Cassandra Cologne. Cassandra, talk about your journey to get to Orangeburg, Coach Tim Eatman at South Carolina State.
My journey's been a little bit difficult, but it's been the best journey for me. It's whatever God had for me, and I've always just continued to follow his path for my purpose in life. I did come from Georgetown, Kentucky, graduated from there, and I had one more year left to play basketball. So Coach Eatman called me just to pursue my master's degree, but also to play basketball. And when I got here, it was a bit of a struggle, but I'm adjusting to the system very well, and he's helping me grow and learn along the way.
Now, you're a Philly native.
Yes.
So were you familiar with Coach Eatman and his past before you got here?
Yes, I was familiar with his past. He came from Rutgers, where one of our former coaches, Coach Wallace, played at, and now she's here coaching with us. I do know that he did play at Louisville, Kentucky, too. Like, he was a coach at Louisville as well, but I'm familiar with his past at Rutgers University.
Controlled by South Carolina State in the front court for the Bulldogs. That is Hinton. Hinton will pass it over to number 22 for the Bulldogs. That is Jordan Relaford. Top of the key now is Hinton. Hinton looking inside. Hinton now backs up, takes the three. It's good. Janiah Hinton with the three. Back over to Brisker. Brisker stops, shoots, 14-footer. It's good. It rattles and goes through, Bill. Beecham in the front court now. Bulldogs leading 7-2, 7.5 to go here first quarter. Beecham with the basketball on the right wing. Back out front to Cologne. Cologne starts to dribble toward the left. Hands off to Janiah Hinton on the left wing. 12 on the shot clock. Hinton out front. Hinton starts to drive. Hinton puts up the shot off the glass. Nicely done. Janiah Hinton with the bucket. Johnson will inbound. She does so. It's stolen. Meade comes away with it. Outlet up front to Hinton. Hinton lays it up and in. Janiah Hinton another bucket, and just like that, it's 11-2 South Carolina State. Beecham on the left wing. Top of the key, right side to Hinton. Hinton's going to shoot the long three. It's good. Janiah Hinton's on fire right now. Hinton now trying to create some space. Drives baseline, puts it up off the glass. Janiah Hinton can't miss. Rebounded by Munez. She hands over to Morgan Beecham, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. Beecham with the drive, lays it up left hand. Nicely done. Morgan Beecham with the drive. It's a 12-point Lady Bulldog lead. And Beecham at the top of the key. Right wing is Hinton. Baseline is Cologne. Cologne's yet to score. She starts to drive, gets to Rakaya Reed. Reed stops, shoots, it's good. Rakaya Reed with the bucket inside. Inbounding will be Alexandria Johnson for Queens under their own bucket. Out front to Brown. Amari starts to drive, one dribble, back over to Johnson. She starts to drive, stops inside. Long shot put up by Davis. It's good.
That's 2 threes in a row by the Warriors.
Brisker over to Johnson. Johnson out front. Amari Brown for three again. It's off the back of the rim, rebounded long by Weaver. Weaver back over to Brown. Brown has a block by Ford. Weaver puts up the miss and good. Second and third opportunities by Queens College has allowed them to cut this Lady Bulldog lead to 6. Out front, Morgan now. Morgan waves Beecham out of the way, goes top of the key back over to Beecham. Left wing is Hinton. Hinton's going to shoot the three. It's good. My goodness, Bill. Was she in North?
She is on fire tonight.
27-18 now.
Yes, indeed.
Long to right baseline. That is Johnson. Inbounds it out front to Weaver. Baseline to Johnson. She starts to drive, stops, floater up is good. Johnson, Alexandria with the floater. 2:10 to go here in the first half. Johnson right side to Usias, come back into the game. Usias starts to drive. Left side now, shot put up by Weaver. Off the rim, rebounded over there by Davis. Davis put up the shot, it's good, and she's fouled. 16 seconds to go here in the first half. Hinton with the basketball. Hinton shouting instructions. Top of the key is Jada Morgan. Morgan to Cologne on the left wing. Cologne puts up a shot. It's good. Cassandra Cologne with a big three-pointer, and that's going to be the final bucket of the first half of play. Our score, South Carolina State 30, Queens College 24. All right, we're talking with Janiah Hinton, who led the Lady Bulldogs with 25 points. Janiah, it seems as though you took matters into your own hands. We were struggling to score offensively, but you kind of commanded that first half and really took it upon yourself to get us on the board, and eventually we jumped out to an early lead.
Oh, yes. I give props to my teammates. That's the reason that actually happened. We came in the game with a whole lot of energy, and we had a good week of practice today, so that's what's led us to this victory now.
When you look at this game, of course, you had your old teammate Nicole Gwynn over there on the other side. I could tell there was a little bit, it wasn't a lot, but there's a little bit of motivation on both sides. Unfortunately, she got into foul trouble. You guys took advantage of that and really jumped out to a big lead in the first half.
In the game of basketball, it's a lot of trash talk, so we just couldn't let her come in here and drop 30 on us.
When you start talking about the first half, you guys struggled in the first half, but then you were able to settle down. What did Coach Tim Eatman say at halftime? After you had the big 13-point lead, I think they cut it to just 6 at halftime.
Oh, the only thing he told us basically was to just stay disciplined. Try to run our plays, execute, take good shots, crash the boards, get back.
So you have to take me through the three-pointer in the second half, the step-back three-pointer off the glass. I'm not going to ask you if you called that, but that was one of the best shots I think I've ever seen.
I didn't even know it was going in. It just I was having a good game, and my teammates, the energy of the game, and my teammates kept on motivating me, kept on pushing me, and I was there to push them as well. And then everything start clicking for us as a team. And
that was one of your threes, because you had some long threes and you were real comfortable. I mean, a couple of feet, maybe even 3 feet behind the arc. And of course, the shot clock would be going down. You have to put up a shot. Is that something that you'd like to do, or you will do if you have to?
It's something I will do if I have to. It just depends on the situation.
I see you get on your girls a lot, man. Of course, when you mentioned offensive rebounds, that was one of your problems or Achilles' heels early in the season. You got out-rebounded on the offensive end. You guys did a much better job tonight, but I saw you getting on your girls a couple times about that.
One of our main concepts is rebound, get back in transition, share the ball, and so. That's a good thing about it. Everybody is so disciplined to this system. That's why our team's starting to click. And tonight, we actually showed our capabilities and our abilities, and we just put it all together and actually showed it on the floor who the real SC State Women's Bulldogs are.
Janiah, it's good talking with you. Congratulations. Best of luck next week. I know you guys, this is just one, and we got a long season to go. We hope to do this again sometime soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Talk about the win tonight over Queens College. You finally got some offense going. I thought you did a great job. I've talked about it with everybody else about how you allowed the game to come to you. Are we going to see more of that, or is that the way you generally play?
You'll see more of it. I do get a little bit nervous at the jump of it. I'm not going to hold you, but I'll always let the game come to me. I don't let anything force. I'm not a force player. If somebody else is on, we're going to continue to feed them the ball. But we like to share the ball just as a team in general. So anytime that I get the ball, if I have a shot, I'm going to take it.
We can talk about the three-pointers because there were so many three-pointers, 5 at one point during this ball game. But I thought it was the 5 rebounds. It seems like every rebound you got was one we needed.
Yes. Coach is really big. He's really big on offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, and we practice the six rebound drills in practice. So he doesn't play with when it comes to rebounding. I always strive to go crash the boards no matter what happens, because that's what I was always taught. And Coach Eatman he keeps that on us just as players.
So when you look at this game tonight, as far as the win is concerned, and you look at the number of players that played, Are you surprised that he's able to work as many people into the rotation as he does, and everybody gets significant playing time?
I'm not surprised at all. We have a good set of girls on our hands, and even though we're a young team, everybody on the team can play. He rotates, and he knows when to take people out at the right times, and he knows when to keep the people in at the right times. So I think that whenever he puts the right person in, we just got to trust and follow his lead, because that's what it's about. Like, at the end of the day, we're not going to lean on our own understanding, but we're going to lean on his as well. So if we're going to rebound the ball, and that's what he wants us to do, if he wants to put other players in, like, we're going to trust in that because he's the head coach.
Point guard is very important from the standpoint of settling the team down. I thought you did a really good job of settling them down. Talk about this win and what it took for you guys to put it all together.
It just took us playing the entire game. So far, we've had a couple games where we maybe start really well and not end too well, or have a rough start, and then we kind of get back into the game towards the end. So this game really just took us digging deep and playing really, really hard the full entire game.
What do you think is the strength of the team? Because Janiyah kind of held it together, and we struggled offensively in the first half. But then you and Cassandra just allowed the game to come to you. You didn't force shots. You just made shots when you had an opportunity.
I think the strength of our team is really just understanding and learning our sets. Once we get into the flow of things and get to running our sets quicker and everybody going to the right spot, the game just becomes really, really easy. We have a great coach who strategizes very well.
I don't know if you played on a team that plays so many people, but Coach Eatman plays a lot of people. And tonight I thought it was a good opportunity for everyone to see how well you all accept your role. Have you played on a team like this before where you had so many people that seemed to like what they contributed?
Honestly, I don't think so. A lot of times in the past, we had coaches that usually give the players a really short leash. So we had like a 5 or 6 or 7 man rotation. But Coach Eatman is trying to make sure everybody gets a little bit of experience, get some playing time, and learn the flow of the game in the way that he likes to run it.
What's up next for Morgan Beecham and the Bulldogs?
Another win. We got to build on this one, and hopefully we just keep on adding on.
All right, Morgan, thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Cologne, top of the key to Beecham. Down to 6 seconds. Beecham's got to do something. Beecham starts to drive. Beecham stops. 15-footer is good. Morgan Beecham with the jumper. Beecham right wing, top of the key is Janiyah Hinton. Left wing is Reed in the corner. Cologne for 3. It's good. Cassandra Cologne with her second three-pointer. Beecham out front. Left wing is Janiyah Hinton. She's going to crank up to 3. My goodness, off the glass. Nicely done, Janiyah Hinton. The Gwynn three-pointer. It's good, Nicole Gwynn. Her first three-pointer, and here she comes. Hinton backs away a little bit, gets a pick from Rakaya Reed. Goes by the pick, keeps the dribble alive, crossover dribble, loses Johnson, puts a shot up and good. What a shot by Janiyah Hinton. Beecham out front, guarded by Johnson. Left wing is Cologne for 3. It's good. Cassandra Cologne with the 3. Cologne, top of the key to McGowan. Right wing is Hinton. Hinton guarded by Nicole Gwynn.
Yeah, teammate.
Hinton missed the shot, got on rebound, got over to Kai Reed. Cologne will shoot the 3. It's good. It's her 4th three-pointer. With a minute 42 to go. Lady Bulldogs lead by 16. 48-32 now. A minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Beecham top of the key to Janiyah Hinton. Left wing is Cologne for 3. It's good. Cassandra Cologne is on fire. Back over to Nicole Gwynn. Gwynn from Steph Curry range. It's an air ball. Rebounded by Davis. Out front to Fuller. Fuller shoots the 3. It's good.
Wow.
Kennedy Fuller with a three-pointer. It backs to a 16-point lead under a minute to go in the third. Jada Morgan over to Janiyah Hinton. 7 seconds on the game clock. Hinton doesn't know it. Hinton wants to shoot the 3. Step back. Throws up a prayer. It's good. Oh my goodness. Off the three-pointer. Wow. What a shot by Janiyah Hinton. 54-35. Lady Bulldog lead is 19 as we head into the final quarter of play. McGowan takes a couple dribbles, passes it to Rakaya Reed. Reed right wing now to forward. Forward out front to Beecham. Beecham's going to have to create with 6 seconds to go. Starts to drive. Beecham, good drive. Puts up the shot. It's good. What a drive by Morgan Beecham. Jada Morgan, right side is Reed. Reed looking inside. Right corner, Beecham for 3. It's good. Morgan Beecham with a big three-pointer. Beecham, inside pass to Morgan. Pull shot. It's good. Off the glass. Jada Morgan. Wow. a bucket off the glass. Beecham will dribble the timeout, and the Lady Bulldogs will get their first win of the season. Tim Eatman, their first win of the season as the Lady Bulldogs defeat Queens College 76-58. Janai Hinton, first off, big night for her from a scoring department. I mean, she carried the load in the first half. You jumped out to a big lead.
Well, she wants to do everything right all the time. And sometimes that because she wants to do things right, she wants everybody else around her to do things right. But they're still learning the system and starting to understand. And so what I talked to her about this week was I said, listen, let me get them better. Because if I can get them better, then you can be a better player. And I don't need you bogged down on trying to make sure everybody else do what they're supposed to do. I want you to stay focused on being the person that you need to be on the court because we need you to contribute. And I thought she did a really good job of focusing in on herself because when she's playing well for us, we're a better basketball team.
Cassandra Cologne came on, had a bunch of three-pointers, Coach, and she didn't force any. She allowed the game to come to her. All the shots she took were within rhythm and were good shots to take.
Well, we appreciate her doing that. Number one, because sometimes when you're a very good scorer, you get anxious and you want to step up and try to make plays. I thought she let the offense flow to it. We brought off a couple staggers. We brought her off a couple down screens, and I thought she was ready to take the shot. She's a terrific shooter, so we just got to get her more shots and make sure she stay focused, but we got to find her.
The steadying force for you tonight had to be your point guard, Morgan Beecham.
Yeah, you know, I've been talking to her about it. She had a tough practice on Monday where she just needed to get in the flow, and we had to challenge her a little bit in practice to understand that you can't have bad days. When you're the person that we're dependent on, you have responsibility, you have to uphold your responsibility all the time, and I think she did that tonight.
Coming in here, your third, home game, what was the real approach here, for this game?
Well, I thought we just needed to continue to get better. Like I was telling a few minutes ago that we played really good on the road at South Dakota. We played really good at South Dakota State, played really good at South Dakota, and I thought the ball moved and we shared the ball. We just didn't get the results that we wanted to, but if you look at the score, we was right there the entire time. We didn't defend the three-point line, which we did a better job tonight of playing the three-point line, but our whole approach was to make sure that we could get spacing and get into the lanes, and once we got into the lane, we was able to dish it out to people.
Well, the games that I've seen y'all play, you've been really beat up pretty badly on the offensive glass. Tonight, that did not happen. You held your own on the defensive boards.
Well, the number one key for the game was rebounding, and that's what we talked about. And we talked to them about 2 weeks ago about 55-31 on the boards, and then every game it's been a little bit better and a little bit better. And so we challenged Javen and Carmen. They got to rebound better. We miss Heaven, and we're just praying for Heaven because she lost her grandmother. But we missed her tonight, and hopefully we'll get her back next week after finals, and she'll be ready to go to Alabama for us. But rebounding is the key. I talked to him 2 days ago. I said, offense sells tickets, defense wins game, but rebounding win championships.
Coach, you start talking about your team, though. Overall, all those people that came in, Rakaya Reed, of course, I think Rakaya started, but you played a lot of kids, and they all seemed to know their roles. No one tried to do something that they weren't capable of doing, and I thought that really helped the overall team effort.
And I think they're starting to buy into what we're trying to get accomplished. It's a team, and the better we can become as a team, the better we're going to be as when they become individuals and work within the system to get their stuff, then they're going to be fine. But they shared the ball tonight, and I'm so proud of them for doing that and finding each other. And they had fun playing with each other. They enjoyed playing with their teammates tonight, and that's something that we want to continue to strive upon.
Coach, we want to appreciate you. Thank you for your time. I know you want to get with your team, and we haven't talked to a couple of folks on the team as well, but we appreciate your time, and congratulations.
I appreciate you all.
Talk about this win and what it took for you guys to put it all together.
It just took us playing the entire game. So far, we've had a couple games where we maybe start really well and not end too well, or have a rough start and then we kind of get back into the game towards the end. So this game really just took us digging deep and playing really, really hard the full entire game.
What do you think is the strength of the team? Because Janiyah kind of held it together, and we struggled offensively in the first half. But then you and Cassandra just allowed the game to come to you. You didn't force shots. You just made shots when you had an opportunity.
I think the strength of our team is really just understanding and learning our sets. Once we get into the flow of things and get to running our sets quicker and everybody going to the right spot, the game just becomes really, really easy. We have a great coach who strategizes very well.
What's it going to take for you guys to build on this and carry this on the rest of the season?
I think it's just growing each and every game. Like we preach it at practice, but when we play the games, it actually shows up. So from the start of the season, just from scrimmages, we grow, and we grew from every scrimmage. And I think today showed a really big growth, whether that was in rebounding, whether that was limiting turnovers, whether that was offense, defense. Like, we grew within our defense today, and I'm so proud of the girls for that.
Well, congratulations, Cassandra. You played a great game. The team played a great game. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right, we want to thank you for joining us for our first edition of Inside South Carolina State Athletics, as we take a look at all the sports at South Carolina State and try to keep you up to speed on what's going on down in Orangeburg. For the crew, I'm Ernest Robinson. We'll see you next week right here on Watch Fox 57 on Inside SC State Athletics.